Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Beaver, and today we are making something that everybody that has ever tasted it really loves. Now, it does take a little bit of time to prepare and make this recipe, so let's get into it. Now, the first thing that you're going to need for this recipe is a whole bunch of tangerines. Now, I'm only making one bottle, but you can scale this up to whatever size that you need. Just follow the steps. So, for the recipe, what I need to do is get the exact same amount, or as close as you can get to the same amount of weight of alcohol that you want to produce. So what I've got here is roughly one tangerine, but if I weigh them all out, they are going to be equal in weight to one full bottle of your end product. So this is roughly about 750 grams of tangerines that we're now going to take and we're going to do the next step. Okay, so step number 2 in this process is you're going to take your tangerines, and what you're going to do is you're literally just going to slice them in half. Now, you do not want to cut them into thin slices. You just want to cut them in half to expose the flesh at the top. This is a very important step. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take a toothpick or something and you're just going to pick out all of the seeds to ensure once you get it into your dehydrator that the seeds are out and you're not going to struggle to get them out. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and just cut up all your tangerines. Now, once you are done slicing your tangerines in half, you'll be left with a nice little bowl. Now, what you're going to do next is you're going to take this and you're going to put it into your dehydrator or into your oven at a low temperature, allowing them to dehydrate, to remove as much of the moisture from this fruit as possible, but don't cook them. So if you're going to do it in the oven, make sure it's an extremely low temperature, or just put the fan on just so it just dries out. It's going to take a couple of days, but the reason why we only cut them in half is now you have a little bucket for all the juices to stay in there and nothing seeps out or leaks out. So you're going to have all the flavor of this tangerine concentrated down. And once you are done dehydrating them, they should look something like this. Now, from this, we need to now see how much weight we actually lost during the dehydration process, and that is very important. So remember your starting weight, and now next thing we're going to do is we're going to weigh our dehydrated fruits to see what our finishing weight is, to see how much of the moisture we actually removed. Now that our dehydration process is finished, we have these lovely little dehydrated tangerines. Now we know what the wet weight was when we started. We also now know what the dry weight is. We need to deduct those two values from each other, and then we are left with the amount of moisture that was taken out of these babies. For my one bottle experiment, that was about 610 grams of liquid that was extracted from these lovely little nectarines. Now, tangerines, not nectarines. Tangerines. Now what I want to do is I want to take that value and divide it in half so that I can replace that liquid that was taken out of these babies with very high proof alcohol. And that's the next ingredient we're going to need, is some very high proof alcohol. In this bottle is the vodka that I made using the My Vodka Maker. It's sitting at 93% ABV. And like I said in that video where I reviewed the My Vodka Maker, that is what I use the My Vodka Maker for, making high proof, absolutely clear alcohol that I can use for experiments or liqueurs or anything that I want to do with it. So yeah, over here we've got a bottle of 93, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take our dehydrated tangerines, we're going to drop them into a jar. Just like that. Drop them into a jar nicely. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put that onto a scale. And we're going to add 300 grams of this 93% alcohol. That's half the amount of weight. So in theory, what's going to happen is we're going to now reintroduce the liquid into this, but as a solution that's going to pull out the flavor from these lovely little tangerines, but only half of the liquid. Thus we're going to double the flavor that we had in these when we started. Now don't worry about covering them all the way. We are going to be mashing them in there as the time goes on. So just leave them to sit in there and just come by every couple of minutes and just stir it around. We're going to be leaving this to actually macerate for up to 12 hours. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm going to leave this for about 3 hours. I'll be back and then I'll show you what the liquid looks like and how we can extract the most out of it, and then we're going to finish the liqueur. See you guys in a couple of minutes. Okay, now it's been a couple of hours and I periodically came around and I just gave this a nice little stir up, and now we are left with this nice orange thick syrupy goop on the inside of it. So the first step is we're going to filter out as much of the liquid as we can, and then the next step is going to take a little bit of finessing, but yeah, let's first get as much of the liquid out as we can and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so while that is draining, the next step is going to commence, and this is going to get a little bit messy. So what I want you to do next is, because all the liquid has now sucked into all the flesh and the skin and all that, and we don't really want to squeeze the skin because or else we're going to get a lot of bitterness that transfers into our final liqueur. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to remove as much of the flesh from the tangerine as we can, and then we're going to squeeze all that nice syrupy goodness out of that, and then yeah, we'll move on to the next step. So I'll see you guys once I'm done squeezing as much of the liquid out of this as I possibly can. Okay, now that that has all been removed, you'll see that these things are actually nice and soaked with all the beautiful liquid that was left over. So what we want to do now is we want to squeeze as much of this out as possible, but we don't want to squeeze the skin. It also absorbed a lot of the liquid, but if we're going to squeeze everything out of the skin or we're going to blend it all up, the whole thing is going to become bitter. So take your time and now squeeze out each individual one of these little babies to get as much juice out of it as possible. So now all of this beautiful liquor that we have in there would have gone missing or would have been lost to this whole process. But we got that last little bit of highly concentrated nectarine juice out of it. So what we're going to do now, just add it to our other batch and allow it to filter. Now that the filtration is done, we are left with this beautiful tangerine colored liquid. It's all syrupy and nice, and it smells like fresh tangerine. So when you open up a bag or you've cut a few of them, it smells like that. Now, The next part in making this is we're going to need to take this extremely high proof alcohol and bring it down in ABV. Now we're going to do this in a very simple way. We're going to take a nice and very simple sugar. Now it's also a nice yellow color, so it's going to complement it. Now I made this simple sugar just with a 50-50 blend of brown sugar and water, put it on the stove, bring it to a boil, and dissolve all the sugar. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so that's the simple sugar and your nice and extracted liqueur. With the blending all done and this now all mixed up, you'll see it has this beautiful fresh juice look to it. It's almost cloudy, but you can still slightly see through it. It's going to clear up as it stands a little bit, but yeah, now it's time for the actual part that everybody is looking forward to, and that's the taste. Now as you can see, it does have a nice little cloudy hue to it. Smells exactly like if you open up a fresh bottle of like a citrus juice, orange juice or whatever. It does have a slightly sweeter smell to it, like a tangerine has. So yeah, let's give it a nudge. Yeah, exactly like I remembered. It has that initial sweet, very sweet, like the first bite that you do, or the first bite that you get when you bite into a dried fruit, and then it ends up with this beautiful tangerine citrus flavor. It has a slight little bit of bitterness, but not too much, so the peels weren't, or the skins weren't squeezed too much, so it didn't extract that much of that oils from it. But yeah, you definitely have to give this a try. Now you can use any dried fruit. You just need to calculate how much moisture it has lost, because that is exactly where the magic of this recipe comes in. If you know how much liquid you've lost and you only replace half of that liquid with the actual high proof alcohol to extract as much of that flavor as you can, you're gonna be left with an amazing product with the flavor so much concentrated, so packed into there that yeah, people won't believe you when you say this is homemade. And yeah, if you watched this far, thank you very much for watching. Have a lekker day.